Hi, yeah, so it's taken a while to set up this video, but what I thought I'd do is I haven't done this video. I don't believe I have anyway. And basically what it is my training in martial arts started when I was in my 20s, and I happened to come across, well, my club that I was a member of unfortunately disbanded due to the death of the sensei, which was pretty sad because he was quite, even though he was very tough, he was very good. Taught me and my friend a lot. Anyway, so we stumbled across a leisure centre in late 80s, not knowing really what it was about. It just said like martial arts training, who it was, but we never really thought about it. So went along, really loved it. And then the club moved to just down the road in East London, a place called Hoxton, and friendship kind of started from there. And I just wanted to give this person a shout out, and also hope that it encourages people to look him up on YouTube, Facebook, and the World Wide Web, because he deserves it, especially in the UK. He was quite an innovator under Danny Inosanto. So, as far as I know, he was into karate and like karate champion, members of the England squad, and in the 60s and that. So I came across him in the 80s, as I said, and he was called Mr. Bob Breen. Now there's loads of videos on YouTube with him in it. He's a very established jeet kune instructor. As I said, he was mentored by Danny Inosanto and a few others, and he has made it his own now. It's called 4K, but I knew it as jeet kune. I was very much into Bruce Lee growing up, and it was quite a stumble falling across this kind of martial arts. It was long before MMA. It was in its infancy. The club was in its infancy, and yeah. So I've got a combat magazine with Mr. Bob Breen on the front of it, and anyone who knows combat magazine, it was very popular, especially in the 80s. I used to buy this every, I think it was once a week. Well, I know, I definitely bought it once a month. And yeah, I was quite happy to find this because, as I say, there's not really much about Bob. Lovely man. Inspired me, looked after me, encouraged me. I helped him establish the club by doing manual labour and stuff like that. But when you're young, it was great. It was absolutely great to be around somebody as inspiring as Bob, and then to meet Danny Inosanto, and all that entourage was brilliant. It was the best time of my life, really. As I say, it taught me a great deal about myself and how to control anger. I was very angry at the time, didn't know what direction I was going. So yeah, so I was lucky that Bob actually signed a little note to me. So this video is really a kind of a shout out video, not a technique of jeet kune do. I mean, there's many videos. I kind of want you to, if you can, go and subscribe to his channel. He deserves a lot more. He should be in the top end. This man is amazing in this country. it needs like the world bigger of martial arts in the UK, you know, to get involved with him, because his techniques are brilliant. He suffered from, you know, a stammer, load of hip problems and alike, and he's struggled through them. And yeah, but I mean, as an instructor, he should be up there. He should be, you know, selling bucket loads of videos and books. I know he does good, but you know, the recognition he deserves is, you can't put into words really. So what I do is I was gonna leave it there. As I say, Bob Breen. I know it's written backwards because that's the way my camera is. As I say, this is the sparring book. Great techniques. Basic jeet kune is basically, it's your own style. If you've got a particular skill, you know, you can adapt it. I know that's what Bruce Lee encouraged, and I know Bob did as well. You just find your own niche, you know, what works for you. If you live in a city, you know, and you want to, you know, fight with close combat, like in a pub, or you know, you're defending yourself. You know, you know, you learn different things, and you learn the basics of things from boxing to, you know, Thai, anything that works for you, you can incorporate. You don't have to stick to one style. It works. But he is a great advocator, and I do highly recommend you go and check his channel if you've never heard of him. A colleague of mine at work was asking about him, a young lad, and so if we can get young people. I mean, I don't see him as much now. I still class him as a great friend, and you know, he brought me close to a few people, so we're friends now. Yeah, so it's basically just a shout out. Look up Bob Breen if you're into martial arts, and you know, looking for a style that's not fixed to a traditional style. You know, look him up. And yeah, thanks for watching. It's a very strange video, but I wanted to share it because, you know, it did mean an awful lot to me growing up, and you know, as a young man, you know, early 20s. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.